Are Seventh-day Adventists a cult? I just finished watching this video here by Pastor Doug Batchelor, who makes many really good points, and there is also something that is important to consider. While the Adventist Church may not be a cult, there are definitely many cult members within the church. That is a fact. If someone believes that violently torturing or killing little innocent children is a religious freedom, then by definition, you are a cult member. Pew Research states from their findings that 42% of Adventists in the USA say that killing and violently torturing little children should be legal in all or most cases. And as they documented in their religious landscape survey here, this has not been decreasing or even stabilizing. The pro-abortion cult within the Adventist Church has been growing, as has been documented in their own official journals. The church accepted abortion in 1970 for the purpose of making money, but knowing that church members would not accept this, church leadership kept this a secret. However, in the 1980s, evangelicals and Catholics began protesting Adventist support for and practice of abortion on demand. And when these secrets got exposed in the international media, like the Washington Post, the cult members in church leadership became creative and began to claim that killing children is a sacred religious freedom that must be protected. This is demonic, but church leadership especially are so serious about this satanic belief that they appealed to the Supreme Court of the United States to defend killing children as a religious freedom. These cult members are so extreme and so fanatical that they openly honor notorious abortionists in their schools and hospitals. If you boast of killing over 250,000 children, you will be honored as an example forever. Read it for yourself. As an example forever to Adventist students, you will be honored as a distinguished ambassador. This abortionist boasted of killing over 100 children every Seventh-day Sabbath, but the cult members of the Adventist Church claim that this man is an inspiration. Read it for yourself. An inspiration for their economic philosophy. Now, I do not believe that when all of the evidence is carefully considered that the Adventist Church is a cult. I myself am a baptized member of this church, but there are definitely insane psychopath cult members within my church who claim that violently killing children is a religious freedom. Almost all of them are found in North America, and many of them are in church leadership. There are currently over 21 million members of this church worldwide, of which North Americans only make up about 6%. Geographically, most of the cult members are found mostly in the USA and throughout North America and other Western nations. The top two predictors of cult membership are, number one, having gone through Adventist schooling, especially Adventist colleges or universities, and number two, employed in church institutions, especially church leadership. I have published over 200 videos on this specific topic, and I've already thoroughly refuted all of the falsehoods, but for this video, one to be aware of is the common tactic of cult members to try to frame the issue of violently torturing and killing children as a matter that is, it's not settled or requires more discussion. Cult members of the Adventist Church claim, just like the pro-slavery arguments of fake Christians in the 19th century, there was a great diversity of opinion and intensity of feeling known to exist in our church. So let's not talk about it because it will tend to distract and divide. That's what the pro-slavery cult members said, and pro-abortion cult members today say the exact same thing. Here's an example from the official 1992 church position. We need to, quote, create a safe climate for the ongoing discussion. It's an ongoing discussion of the moral questions associated with violently torturing and killing little children. That is a lie. That is not true. These are cult members, and there should be no discussion at all. These people should be fired and disfellowshipped. The Adventist Church should follow the Bible and in no way sanction the deliberate, intentional killing of any children anywhere, whether they are in the mother's house, mother's car, mother's arms, or if the child is in the mother's womb. It's wrong to kill children, and we should loudly denounce denounce and strongly condemn the teachings of these cult members that the government does not have the right to legislate against killing children. Our own official church manual states right here that church members who deny the fundamentals of our faith or teach doctrines contrary to them, especially violation of the law of God, including, you see it right there, including murder, habitual falsehood, physical violence, bringing reproach upon the church, which they have done now publicly for over 50 years. For these reasons, from our own church manual, these cult members should be immediately publicly rebuked and disfellowshipped. No pity, no tolerance, no sympathy, no diversity, no equality, nothing. The only thing to give these people is the door. Goodbye. These people are heretics doing the work of Satan, and they should be kicked out and disfellowshipped immediately. Something, however, that's important to note is that not all of these 42% are hopeless cult members. Many of these have never in their life heard a man stand up in the church and tell the truth. I have personally, on many occasions, and I'm very proud to say this, I have personally, on many occasions, completely flipped people's views and beliefs, and all that is required is simply telling the truth and explaining the history. That's all. It's not difficult. Many of these 42% have been listening to Jim Jones and his Kool Aid for decades, and they've never heard anyone stand up and tell them the truth. They simply don't know any better and can be persuaded otherwise. However, do not make the mistake. Do not be mistaken. There are definitely many people within the Adventist Church who are extremist, fanatical cult members. They don't care about facts, they don't care about history, and they certainly don't care about science, medicine, or scripture. They don't care. They are committed to this, and they will do all in their power to get people to keep drinking the Kool Aid. And another important point to consider is that many of these people, they don't care at all about criticism from evangelicals or Catholics or other churches. These people have a martyr persecution type complex. If you are from outside the Adventist Church criticizing the cult members within the Adventist Church, they will retreat into their mental shell and tell themselves that they are being persecuted. However, what really gets to them, what really gets under their skin is when fellow Adventists like myself speak up and make noise. The cult members get really upset because I'm inside the church. I return tithe. I support all 28 fundamental beliefs. They can't refute anything that I say. I am doing the work of God, and this makes the demons furious. So, is the Adventist Church a cult? No. Are there cult members within the church? Absolutely. Paradoxically, if you are thinking about joining the Adventist Church, now is a really good time. The Lord needs men who have backbone and a set of balls, who will oppose this great evil, and we will win. We are riding the wave of biblical prophecy, and we will see victory. If you have not joined the Adventist Church, now is a really good time to do so. Thank you for watching.